and I can't even really imagine where my life would be today if I hadn't competed.
I met amazing people and I experienced things that I never would have if I'd stayed at home in my little town.
Alright.
Advertisement for the Just Dance World Cup, and they said that
how you doing out there today, guys? I am Johnny Vinyl on the Co-oping Toward Hatred channel. We're gonna watch Ubisoft. Or is it Ubisoft or Ubisoft? I've never been entirely clear about that. I'm really sure. Yeah, it looks alright. This is a pre-show, by the way. You don't have to worry about missing too much. You guys aren't missing shit. You can hear it. I can't hear it. So I'm in kind of a shitty mood this morning. I barely slept, and I can't complain about working overnight this time. This was just my fault. I laid in bed all night and couldn't sleep. And then when I woke up this morning, when I tried to wake up, all my videos that I've been doing, I've tried to, alright, so YouTube uploads the entire live stream as soon as they're over, which is good. And then I try to use YouTube's editing software to cut out that part at the beginning so that when somebody clicks on the archive, they can just start right then. But all of them I tried to do that on, the audio got desynced and screwed up and really pissed me off. So I want you all to know I tried to do that for you. Eventually I just reverted back to the default because it was being a real pain in the ass. Then I had to deal with some trolls online on Facebook this morning who were pissing me off. And all the videos except for the EA conference so far has gotten a copyright claim because of music in the conferences. Kendrick Lamar took some of my money. Passion Pit took some of my money. Not that I'm making any money anyway. The good thing is my Devolver video has actually blown up real huge, and I can only attribute that to the fact that I don't think like the big sites like IGN and GameSpot and Giant Bomb did Devolver coverage, or at least not reacts. So I'm probably one of the only ones who did it. So, but that's like on track to become the most popular video on my whole channel, which is weird, but. Okay. I ended up cutting away from Devolver too early last night. Not that they ever really showed many games or anything, but they did end up bringing up Kaiju Big Battle, which I love, and John Morrison, a former wrestler. So I could have had some fun with that. Could have made some funny stuff anyway, but oh well. Too late. And didn't really end up even showing anything significant game-wise. It was just comedy. I guess that's not entirely true. They did show the new Toe Jam and Earl. There might have been a couple other things, but I stopped paying attention. This morning was also the PC conference. I am not a PC guy, so I only kind of went in and out. I wasn't paying much attention. The only thing I really cared about was the expansion to XCOM 2, which looks fucking rad. That got me super excited. That comes out in August, so like 2 months away. That's super exciting. But anyway, now onto this. We got Ubisoft, or Ubisoft if you're nasty. So Ubisoft, you can always count on them for two guarantees. Number one, they always end their conference. They do the "and one more thing" moment, and that's a surprise. So you can always count on that. And the other thing you can count on is that they are usually the most consistent about delivering real, like, I hate to use this word because it's so overused, but real cringy E3 moments. They always do. A lot of their games are like multiplayer focused, like Division, Rainbow Six, Ghost Recon and stuff, and they always have that real lame dialogue in it with the characters, or the players, they're supposed to be the players talking to each other, and it's always real weird. And also they do this thing, they usually have Aisha Tyler, who I like, and I don't blame her for this. I don't think she's there this year though. But the only thing what they do differently than everybody else is that their host, Aisha, will bring up a developer and then she'll like kind of live interview them and talk to them. Everybody else, it's just like the host brings up the guest and the host leaves and lets the guest, recite his script. So, when Ubisoft does that between Aisha Tyler and developer, there's like a little bit of improv there, and this fucking developer is not good at that. They're not funny and good at being spontaneous and that shit, so it always comes off as weird. And Aisha Tyler tries her best to keep it together, but it's just, I don't know. It's always a strange deal. But we're going to see South Park today for I think we might see that Mario plus Rabbids game. Either we see that tonight or in the Nintendo conference tomorrow, or both. And I'm actually excited for that game. I really am. Actually seeing real gameplay from that, believe it or not, is one of the things I'm most looking forward to of all of E3, just because that thing sounds so weird. And I can't imagine what it's going to play like entirely. They did say things like, and I shouldn't even say they said it, but it was in like those leaked slides of things like destructible cover and weird shit like that makes me think it's going to be like a tactics game like XCOM, but with Mario and Rabbids. I don't understand that at all. I don't even like the Rabbids, but whatever, I can deal with them if the gameplay's fun, and I like Mario RPGs. So I really want to know what that is. I'm also hoping that the last surprise at the end is Splinter Cell. It's been about 4 or 5 years. I think it's time for a Splinter Cell. Alright, that's enough out of me. Let's check the chat.
And also to our amazing community team as well.
The Bear asked, what did Devolver end up doing? I think I covered that just now. Not Ubi as in Uber. So it's Ubisoft, you say? What peeps trolling about on Facebook? Mostly the Xbox conference. Count on Ubisoft to have terrible servers? You mean presenters? The other thing I'm bummed out about this year is that For Honor came out, so it won't be here. And the developer that presented For Honor was always the most hilarious, awesome part of E3. And now he probably won't be there unless I want to bring him up to talk about DLC, but I don't even think they'll do that. His name is Jason Vanderberg, and he had a cane and a big beard, and it was awesome. Anyway, so we won't see that. Oh yeah, Just Dance. That'll definitely happen. Especially a Switch version. I mean, all the versions. They always do that. That's fine, whatever. And they usually have a musical guest who's not good and will probably get me a copyright strike. Not strike, but claim. But whatever, it is what it is. They gotta do it. Just like EA has to do their sports stuff. It is what it is.
And then we try to correlate the feedback we get from the community, from you guys, to what's really happening in the game. And so what's great when
God awful servers. You mean like like in their games? I hear you. Well, yeah, you played a shit ton. Speaking of, you played a shit ton of Rainbow Six, so you would know better than me. I'm trying to think of like Ubisoft games I really got into. I played a little bit of Rainbow Six. I liked it. I just didn't suck me in. The Division I did not like, even though I hear that the Division's gotten a lot better, just like Destiny did. But still, I never came back to it. What else did they do? Ghost Recon I didn't like at all. What else have they done recently? They haven't done Assassin's Creed for a while. Assassin's Creed's never grabbed me. I've never played a Far Cry. I don't have anything against them. I always kind of wanted to play them. I just never made time. They always came out at bad times for me. I'd like to play Far Cry 5, I think. What am I missing? I feel like there's big ones. They came out with Steep. Haven't played that, but that's coming to Switch soon. They also, last year, they showed a lot of VR stuff. They might still be involved in that. Star Trek Bridge Crew just came out. They might talk about it, though, anyway, because it's so new. That Eagle Flight game came out already, but they like to experiment with stuff. The other kind of pie-in-the-sky thing is Beyond Good and Evil 2. A lot of people want that and think it might be the year for it. And it might be. I could see that.
They took that into account. They made some changes. And then, as you can see, like the usefulness...
I'm the asshole who played Rainbow Six from day one, even when the servers are even shitty in there or not. But you loved that game, man. We got a couple... I have 2 Let's Plays on my... One of them is posted, and one of them is still on the computer that I never edited. Of you convincing me how great that game is. You'll announce something more with Rainbow Six. Do you think it's time for a sequel? Do you think it's time for Rainbow Six Siege 2? It's been 2 years, right, since Rainbow Six Siege came out? They might tease it. That might be their last thing, and then... Oh, but wait, this is like before rework. So is this like, did they change Rainbow Six? Is that what this is? If that's the case, then there won't be a sequel quite yet. It looks like what it is. Alright, never mind. Not a sequel. Yeah, you're probably right. They probably will talk about this rework. I don't know what this means. I mean, I know what a rework is, but I didn't know they were doing that to Rainbow Six. Did they just announce this? Is this a new thing?
You guys had some pretty significant changes actually just earlier this week, last week.
Far Cry is amazing. All I care about is Far Cry and Assassin's Creed. Not South Park, though? I'm really eager to see South Park. Good point, Sean. He says he wants to see some Ubi art games. They made what's the name of that? Valiant Hearts. That's the first teaching games to mom. We did that. I'd love to see another Valiant Hearts. I still haven't finished the first one. I'd like to see the first one come to Switch actually, so I can finish it. Did they make Child of Light? Was that them?
Whoa, hold on a second.
And Rayman. Rayman would be cool. Those 2D Rayman games. One of those 2D Rayman games is coming to Switch. Maybe they'll give a release date for that. I can't imagine they'll devote a lot of time for it, but they could just do it. Wouldn't be surprised if they dropped new operators today for Siege. They were supposed to drop a month ago. Yeah, that seems likely then. If they were supposed to drop a month ago, sure. Sorry for the fragmented comments. The mobile YouTube app is finicky. No problem, buddy.
Close as possible. Yeah, and it's an ongoing thing as well. So
no sequel, they just keep adding content. They launched Operation Hell a few weeks ago. It was trash. Ouch.
The feedback is that it's too fast, which is not a bad issue to have.
Yes, Child of Light was them. It could be time for another Child of Light. That's another game, though, I would like to come to Switch, because I still haven't finished it. Actually, I never even started that one. I want to. Looked cool.
Awesome. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Enjoy E3. I know you guys.
But Ubisoft. So yeah, I was just talking about like the Rayman on Switch and what's the other Switch game? Steep. How they might do release dates, but like the way Ubisoft's conference normally work is they kind of bring up a developer to talk for a long time, and they really like they don't really do like short things of any of their games that I can remember. Usually all their games are deep dives, which I kind of think is cool. But on the other hand, like for something old like Rayman on Switch or Steep on Switch, they're not going to do a deep dive on those. So, I mean, I guess they could change things up from what they normally do and just say, hey, here's the release date for this. Now we're not going to talk about it. That's not their normal style, but they could do it. I remember last year's conference, they had a lot of cool stuff, but it was just so damn long, or it just felt long. Rooster Teeth, there's Michael and Gavin. What is this they're doing? Is this a Rainbow Six thing? Because they're breaking down walls. I could put on my headphones, I guess, and listen to this.
While subreddit user DarkHar95 and streamer Yesterday's Lie just kill it with the cosplay. If you've ever ventured into the depths of the For Honor subreddit,
I saw this video. That video is real funny. For Honor was a cool game when it launched. I heard there was some major problems with it later on. And I knew I wasn't going to be good at it, so I kind of bounced out. But it was neat.
For his handcrafted Warden cosplay. And we just love these pieces from Sabo 6.
If they're talking to the Siege guys now, they will not during the conference. I don't know about that. This is the pre-show. I don't think many people watch this. You might be right, but I don't know. Rabbids game is getting revealed too. Maybe. It's either going to be at this or it's going to be at Nintendo tomorrow. I kind of think it'll be both. I think they might start it today, maybe just a trailer or something, and then actually do like gameplay thing tomorrow. Though those slides also said the gameplay is like in two halves. There's combat and exploration. Maybe like here they show combat and then at Nintendo they show exploration, or vice versa. That could happen. How long is this scheduled for? I don't know if they've like released a time it's supposed to end. Usually the hardware manufacturers, Microsoft, Sony, etc., go 90 minutes, and the software, the kind of third-party guys go an hour, except for Ubisoft. Ubisoft usually goes long, so I'd expect about an hour and a half, maybe. Unless they learn their lesson. My throat feels weird. Not like it did yesterday when it starts to hurt after I talk for a while. It feels like I got something in it.
Absolutely nailed this one for Far Cry Primal. The environment shots, the furry companion, the combat.
What time? We still got 15 minutes. Give me Hawks 3.
And these pieces from Magic Skull
preceded by remasters of Part 1 and 2. There was a Hawks 2? Really? I didn't know that. I didn't know anybody who played Hawks. Are you, Torsten, are you being ironic, or was Hawks actually good? I don't know. I never even touched it. I don't know anything.
The dancing, the motion design, all home brewed and incredibly impressive. And while there are tons of
that's funny, Hawks. What a weird game. HAWX.
Truly unique. These extreme athletes recreated the reveal trailer shot for shot, but took it one
Gotta get
step
some
further.
throat coat tea. That stuff is magical. I don't know what that is. I have like organic lemon tea that I use when my throat hurts. I haven't used any today.
Good. Watch
Strip.
where you step with this last one, though.
What was that?
Nitris started this Reddit thread with a keen observation about our new logo.
Oh, I saw that. I'm surprised they're showing it. They put out a new logo and then somebody like made it look like a swirl of shit. That's kind of funny that they would show that.
Hey there, folks. Chris Waters here, back at home base, and I am joined by a man you may recognize from such conferences as Microsoft yesterday. It's Jean Guédon, the creative director on Assassin's Creed Origins. John, how are you doing, my man?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I mean, yesterday was fantastic. It was such an experience, and we're really, really happy to be finally able, to talk about the game.
Absolutely. I mean, lots of excitement yesterday, but it's just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, there's a lot to come here. This is a big game.
Yeah, I'd say it's a big game.
Is huge. It's enormous.
I don't know, man. They took a year off from Assassin's Creed, so I would have kind of expected more. It looked like it looked fine. It didn't look by any means bad, but it just looked like Assassin's Creed.
It's going to be 30 minutes of live gameplay, and we are going to be here with Ash and Carl from the dev team.
Torsten says, seriously, really fun action air combat. Not on par with Ace combat, but real close. Was part of the Tom Clancy games. I knew it was part of the Tom Clancy games. I just didn't know if anybody liked it. That's how did it compare to Crimson fucking Skies?
I think we've got room for one more, which means that yes, it is golden ticket time.
Woo!
So let's see if we can make somebody's day by giving them the best seat in the house for our E3 conference, which starts in just a couple minutes.
About 10 minutes.
Now, playing video games is one thing. Trying to tell your parents you want a career in video games is one different kind of thing. I mean, some parents think that all we do is play games all day long. For the record.
It's not true.
That's not right. I'm very happy though that when I told my parents about the fact that I started working at Ubisoft, they were
talking like he's a developer. Is he a developer? I don't know who they are.
About what I was actually doing. Anyway, the next video dives right into that matter. How to tell your parents you want a career in video games.
The Bear says Splinter Cell. That's what I'm predicting kind of for their last thing as the big surprise. I think it's Splinter Cell time. It's been about 4 or 5 years. I think we're ready to go. Stealth games are in a real good place right now. Metal Gear Solid 5 I think was the best game of 2 years ago. Hitman was one of the top games last year. It's time. Stealth games are strong right now. I'd like to see Splinter Cell back, and it makes for a great last trailer too, because you can, turn the screen black and then just have that sound that comes out the and then the 3 green lights up that light up just out of the blackness, and like the crowd will fucking shit themselves.
Studies in computer engineering, and I told my dad that I wanted to go to school as an animator. And he said, no way, you're not doing that.
Must admit, I will play Crimson Skies for the first time when it comes to backwards compatibility. Yeah, you should. It's amazing. Bear wants some asymmetrical multiplayer. Well, you should have played Evolve. Actually, you did buy Evolve. Never mind. Should have played it more. No, but you're talking about Splinter Cell. Yeah, Spies vs. Mercs was always fun. I would like, if they do a Splinter Cell, then I want it to be accompanied by an announcement that the 2 360 games, I think there were 2, at least Blacklist and Conviction, those need to go backwards compatible. I have Splinter Cell Conviction just sitting over there waiting to go backwards compatible because I really want to play it.
She learned how to program herself,
and I could not.
And then taught me how to do it. So I was making my own video games ever since I was a little kid.
My house burned down when I was 9 years old.
Creative direction, originally pro wrestling.
Nothing between the 3 brothers, and we would use catalogs.
When did Ubisoft make a pro wrestling game?
Role-playing games using, pen and paper.
Like the NES one? I mean, that wasn't Ubisoft, but that was the only game I know just flat out called pro wrestling.
Of that endeavor.
My mom was super supportive. She just gave me a thumbs up and said, go for it. My dad was supportive as well, but he thought it was super childish and that I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I did buy Evolve. No one else did. You're right. That's so sad. That game was great. Though now it was the games with gold a couple months ago, and it was the Ultimate Edition with all the DLC. So now on Xbox there are people playing it again. Not a ton, but enough to play some. And the DLC. So even I think you probably just bought the regular edition. I hope you downloaded the DLC at least while it was free.
Don't hide it.
Explain to them.
Sean Ian says, I don't play multiplayer only games unless they have couch co-op. Don't blame me for Evolve feeling. I still blame you. I blame everybody. burn it all down. Red Coward says, I think he was a pro wrestler. Yeah, I think you're right now, because the last couple people have all said, like, said their job title now and what they used to do. So you're right, I think that's what he used to do. So if I worked for Ubisoft, mine would say my current job, janitor, probably, and then formerly pro wrestler, formerly YouTuber, formerly video store clerk, currently factory worker, piece of garbage, ex-stripper, ex-gun runner,
So
ex-drug
like
dealer.
Year, we select a golden ticket winner. Kaze here, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
Make some noise for Kaze, our golden ticket winner.
How you feeling? I feel great.
Pretty much at showtime, so that means cell phones off, no smoking, which means e-cigarettes, vape pens.
What's the time yet? Oh, we still got 8 minutes. Time's going slowly. I need some sleep.
Smoking a cigarette will get you honeyed and quinoa.
Finally, you have to play Overwatch with me. I've been playing Overwatch a little here and there. I've been bouncing around with Lisa, who was in the chat yesterday, and might jump in today. I don't know what she's doing right now. We've been bouncing around between Gears of War Horde mode, Overwatch. We played some Monday Night Combat because it was on Game Pass. We're playing a lot of different stuff. Forza Horizon 3, especially the Hot Wheels expansion, which Bear, you and I need to do a Let's Play of very soon. The Hot Wheels expansion is fantastic. I will even play some Battleborn. Do you have Battleborn? Battleborn got updated. Oh yeah, that's free to play now, of course. But it's the PvP is the only free to play mode, which is not what I enjoy in the game. I like the campaign, the co-op. Boy, it's the year of YouTubers on press conferences, isn't it? EA had them. Bethesda had them. Devolver did, but it was mostly a joke. Now this. Did Microsoft have any YouTubers? I don't think so. They did on their Sea of Thieves stream after the press conference. Fuck no, I don't have Battleborn. Fuck you. Let me know when you guys get on Overwatch in the future. We will. I've been playing as Mei recently. I used to just play as Roadhog, but... Give me Hawks on Switch. You know, a arcadey flight combat game would be fun on Switch. I guess that could be Hawks. Although I really don't know if the Hawks name has any value anymore. I'm sorry, buddy. Oh man, the downvotes on Bethesda's conference last night, not on my channel but on their channel, are insane. It's this isn't live, so I guess this isn't current, but it was at this screenshot. It was 1,256 upvotes, 16,460 downvotes. I guess that's because of the paid mods. Wow. I'm looking for this thing that I just got a text for, and now I can't fucking find it. That's frustrating. Just said something about Skyrim, which actually sounded interesting, even though I don't even like Skyrim. Now... I don't see it now. Oh well. Oh well. Let me get back to the chat.
Maturity at its finest right here. There you go.
We're gonna see your face at E3 2018. Sure. I'm Mercy / Lucio / Roadhog / Soldier. Can't be Lucio when you play with me, because Lisa only plays as Lucio. Yeah, I like Roadhog. I like May. I played. Oh, I forgot that Watch Dogs just came out recently, and people say it's really good. I play as Genji sometimes. I'm not good with them, but I just like running around with them. Every once in a while I'll do Tornborn.
You can't just say balls and guess maybe you can because it's #1 in the App Store. It's like Brick Breaker, except there's no challenge.
I will wish it into existence. But to be honest, I would prefer Ace Combat or another Blazing Angels. Damn, I have awkward taste. Ace Combat, isn't that Konami? Blazing Angels, I don't know. I don't remember who did that. I never. I remember seeing that box art at game stores, but like,
you are 2 minutes away
I never
from
messed with it.
E3 2017 conference. As you can see, we are backstage. We are behind this giant screen, 8.5 million pixels of glorious. Yeah.
I need a couch with smaller armrests so I can move this microphone more this way, so I don't have to like lean over so far.
Maybe Jason. Hi, Jason. Sorry to surprise you. Come over. So this is Jason Schroeder.
It's hot as fuck, by the way, in here right now. I turn off my air conditioner when I stream, just so you don't have to hear it, even though I've tested it out, and it's not even that loud, so it'd probably be fine, but I do it anyway, because I'm stupid.
We're doing hands-on tin pods at the booth.
I started playing Watch Dogs right before Horizon came out. It was fun, but man, it really got lost in the shuffle of new games. Yeah, it did. Last fall was brutal.
Sure.
It happened to Dishonored, happened to Titanfall, unfortunately.
South Park.
It was just a fucking bloodbath last fall.
Of course, superheroes are going to be sneaking in, and you know
they were dropping bodies in November.
Strip club experience. So the whole editorial team has been flying around the world, going to every strip club. They keep sending me reference. You guys can stop
making it rain for immersive games.
I got it. We have enough reference now. Please stop sending those pictures. Thank you.
Awesome. All right, Dan. So, Dan, you had an announced last week for Far Cry 5.
I wonder if Trey and Matt from South Park will actually be here. They've been here the last 2 years. That might be enough. It might be not like we don't need to see anymore, because that game was supposed to be out already.
Not even a little. I'm dying on the inside, dude.
All right, I think we're all definitely feeling the nerves, even all of us here backstage. So, a lot of people work.
Anthony would love a new Rayman. I'd like a new Rayman too. We're getting the Switch version, but that's not new.
And everyone at home in Ubisoft Montreal and around the world.
Torsten says Blazing Angels was in fact Ubisoft. Which would you say was more popular, Blazing Angels or Hawks? Derek says I'm hoping for Splinter Cell. Me too, buddy. Shawnee Jacobson still needs to get back to Dishonored 2. Would love to play Yakuza 0 and Nier eventually.
We said hi to our communities. I want to say hi to everyone at Ubisoft. I know you're
I'd love to play Dishonored, but it's Bethesda, and I don't give Bethesda money.
Now,
Maybe I can buy it
devs
used.
seem to be ready. Leon?
Are you guys
Ace Combat
ready
is
here?
Namco Bandai. You're right, it is Namco Bandai.
No.
Still welcome on Switch. This is going to be weird without Aisha Tyler. I'm 99% sure she's not there.
All right, so one last time, if you want to get at us in the community, use the hashtag UBE3. And I think there is only one person appropriate to start this show. CEO and
Yves
co-founder of
Guillemot.
Ubisoft. Yves Guillemot, everyone please, Yves Guillemot.
He usually ends the show.
Yves, I believe the honor is yours. Would you do the honors, please?
Yes, sure. Let the games begin.
And please don't buy us out. Vivendi? Is that the company? New logo for Ubisoft. Did I use their new logo? No, I did not. Here it is. I really want to see... I'm not kidding. I really want to see what the combat's like in this game. I know everybody's shitting on it. I'm not. I don't love the Rabbids, but, you know, fucking I'll deal with them. It's Mario. Mario RPGs. don't think you're supposed to eat them. You're just supposed to walk into them.
Hello, everyone, and thank you. We've always
Some guy in the crowd says, "I love you, Eve."
If our crazy rabbits were unleashed upon the world of
Have you? That's a strange thing to wonder.
The dream is reality.
The dream was reality back in January when everybody heard about this game.
This unexpected encounter. It is my great honor to welcome a very
Is it
special
Miyamoto?
guest, someone I truly
I think it's Miyamoto.
admire. Please.
Yep. I don't know why I didn't think of this beforehand. That seems so obvious now in retrospect. Of course Miyamoto would be there. Sean Ian says Mario RPG games have been incredible in the past, so we'll see. I agree, and this sounds... I swear to God, it sounds crazy, but the slides made it sound like XCOM, which is weird.
With you.
Well,
What did you bring?
this is a.
It's an arm cannon. Bill Trennan!
One of the weapons from this game.
Wow. Cool, I'm sure you love it.
I brought one for you.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Wow. Woo. So.
I told you can always count on Ubisoft to bring the cringy shit. Ah, they're having fun though. Whatever.
He can have our conversation. これほらね、ゴーストリーコンのとちょっと違うでしょ?
These are a little bit different from the weapons you see in Ghost Recon.
Miyamoto shouldn't even know what Ghost Recon is. I don't feel comfortable living in that world.
I think very effective in the world of
He should
Mario
only know
Rabbids.
about sunshine and rainbows.
Should do well.
Yeah, get those the fuck out of here. These things are heavy. Somebody take these out of here.
I'm so proud of Ubisoft's long-standing collaboration with Nintendo.
That is
You
true.
know, from the
Ubisoft
DS
is like
to the Wii,
the third party that always stuck with Nintendo when everybody else
of the Switch.
cut and
You know,
ran.
it has always been. We have always been inspired.
Which
by
is probably why this
Nintendo
game's
and
happening.
By all the great work you have been able to do.
そうですね。本当にいつも UBI さんにはね協力いただいてありがとうございます。
Yes, thank you very much. For all the work that we've been able to
The
do
bear
over
says,
the years.
"What on earth is a rabbit?"
出会ってから25年ぐらい経つんです。
Oh boy.
25 years since you and I first met.
They're kind of like the minions from Despicable Me, but they actually came first. They spun off from Rayman. They got a couple of their own games in the Wii days.
And every year at E3, you're kind enough to.
They're
invite me
hugely
to your
popular
booth, and you
in
get to take lots of pictures
Japan and
videos,
France,
I've
especially,
even
which is
recorded
Ubisoft's main
messages for Ubisoft
home
employees in
country.
the past.
そのたびにね、なんか
They got their own
UBI の
cartoon over
開発
there.
の皆さんのすごい任天堂ゲーム愛みたいなものを感じてきました。
So over the years, I've always felt
They had like
deep,
a spike
heartfelt
here
passion
where they
that
were real
Ubisoft
popular with
developers
kids and then they
have
just
for
died
Nintendo
off,
and
but
its characters.
maybe this will bring them
それは
back.
一方でね、僕は同じ開発者としてライバルですから、こう戦う姿勢で頑張ってきたんですけど。
But on the other hand, because we're both software developers, we've also looked at each other as kind of rivals and tried to see who could make the best software.
I think Miyamoto won that fight.
もらったりいろいろして僕の席の前にもラビッツがいっぱいあるんですけども、そういうラビッツのヒューモアはすごく理解してました。
But of course, I've known the Rabbids characters for many years, and I have many Rabbids figures decorating my desk.
No, you don't.
So I've always been a fan of the
You were
characters and their
lying.
humor.
だから今回の話があった時にラビッツがどんなユーモアをこうゲームの中で見せてくれるかすごい楽しみにしてたんですね。
So since this project first started, I've been very excited to see what kind of humor the Rabbids could bring to the Mario world.
でただ
Hey, Ray's in here. Raving Rabbids would smash it with kids.
So
You are
when I
correct,
met,
sir.
Davide-san,
Who's
who
that?
is the creative director of this
Why is he
game.
crying? I mean, that's a mean thing to say. He's making a game with Miyamoto. Of course he's crying. But
When I
that's
met
just like,
Davide-san, I had just
I don't know.
just one condition
That's
for this
actually
project.
that's cool. I shouldn't have been mean about that. Good for him. He's probably working. Miyamoto's probably his fucking hero, and now he's making a game with him. Good for him.
I said, whatever you do, don't try to make a jump game or a Mario platformer. Try to make a Mario game that has never been made before. And it's great.
And I can tell you, it was an exciting, very exciting challenge for all our teams. And I think we've done something.
Does Mario ever talk in recent games? Bear
thank you
says.
very much for
He says, "It's me, Mario." He says, "Yahoo." That's about it, I think. So a little, but not much.
UBI さんやっぱりアクションゲームをちゃんと作ってる会社なんで、こう単性のストラテジーゲームというもののちゃんとこう。
He would talk in the Mario RPGs, but it wouldn't be like voiced with lines. It'd be
Because
text.
the game is being made in Europe, it has a very unique flavor to it.
I want to see
Of
it.
course,
I really
Ubisoft is
do.
very
Show
good
me.
at making action games, but this game in particular has a great layer of strategy and tactics to it, but with a very good
Show.
pace.
Yeah, no, it's
Show.
going to be fresh, actually. So now let's welcome Xavier, you know, the producer of the game, and he will show us the game. So thanks again.
Man, that would be a dream come true. I assume you're talking about making a game with me and Bodo. You're right. I kind of feel bad for saying that. It was just like a snap reaction, I guess. I don't know. You think everybody's like it's like a jovial game. You just don't expect to see a guy crying. But then I thought about it for a minute. Of course, that's a huge thing for him. I'm sure. Good for him.
So we've been working on this game for more than 3 years now, and to be at E3 today, on this stage, is just super exciting. So, what is this game exactly? So Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle is a tactical adventure exclusive for the
Every time
Nintendo
they say
Switch.
tactical,
Let's
it
check
gives me
right away some
goosebumps.
gameplay.
This is gonna be so weird. This is either gonna be the greatest thing ever or a total fucking dud, but. Looks nice. Especially it will look nice on a Switch screen.
Teleported into the
Everything
Mushroom
looks nice
Kingdom,
on that Switch screen.
and it made the world completely unstable and chaotic. So Mario, as a true hero, wants to save the day, but this time with some new friends.
The rabbit, that thing's a fucking nightmare. The Rabbid Peach.
And at first, they don't really know each other, but in the end, they will form this dream team.
But I want to see the
that will
combat.
potentially
That's the main
save the
attraction
Mushroom
here.
Kingdom.
I thought you had 4 people in your party at a time. I mean, maybe you do, and it's just the early game. So far, everything about the leaks has been true. Like they're following around that disc.
It's a turn-based tactical adventure game. Combat is a really big part of the concept. So you'll fight wave after wave of rabbit that somehow turn bad. And what we see here is just the very beginning of the game, so it'll be perfect to talk about.
Yeah, all right, here we go.
Basics. So the 2 flags you see on the screen here is to tell you this is a
What?
battlefield zone. So you switch
What
from
is
exploration
this?
mode to battle mode. The blue zone is your zone of movement, so you move anywhere you want in that
This is
zone.
insane.
But you can also use battlefield ingredients such as covers for protection. So Rabbit Luigi here.
It is XCOM Mario.
And we also have what we call team jump. So by jumping on your teammates, you can expand your zone of movement. So here, Rabbid Peach, using Mario, she's able to flank the enemy.
Am I fucking nuts, or does this not look cool? Like, I know what Bear's gonna say, but everybody else, isn't this kind of cool?
Which is really interesting in terms of strategy, because for the next turns, you'll be open for attacks. And last but not least, techniques. So from defensive ones, like Rabbid Peach shield boost, or offensive ones, like Mario's Hero Sight. He's able to attack the enemy even if it's not his turn, as soon as the enemy moves.
That's like Overwatch from XCOM. That's exactly like Overwatch from XCOM. This is the weirdest thing, and I love it.
It's a very core aspect of the game itself. So you mix and match attack options, movement abilities, techniques, but we also have other ingredients such as pipes, rabbit pipes. So those give you a good move to flank the enemy. So here, for example, Rabbit Luigi goes into the pipe, out of the pipe, dash the enemy, goes for Mario, team jump.
Anthony says it looks fucking awesome. Torsten said this is fucking awesome. Even the bear said bear is curious. So that's high praise from the bear.
And what we see here is actually explosive cover. So those have many type of super effects.
I am gonna play this
so you can push
so much.
Enemies out of the
I mean, I spent
so
hundreds
again,
of hours
this
in
is just a glimpse
XCOM
into the
and
basics of the game.
taking it on
As
the
you
go
progress into
with
the
Mario.
game, you have more tactic tools. You'll be able to do more combo setups. You'll be able to use different type of heroes, different type of weapons. In order to battle your way through the kingdom.
The Switch is fucking awesome. Is that a skill tree? I mean, it was, but like that's... It obviously was. That was rhetorical, but that's weird. Luigi's got a vacuum. And they do a combo? Because Mario shot, and then Luigi shot, and then Mario shot again. Usually, on those kind of games, you only get one shot with a character per turn. That is awesome. I told you all that was going to be cool.
Thank you. And that's just a glimpse into the game itself. But
yeah, everybody seems like
and foremost, this is a
in the
project done with
chat
passion,
that there seem to
with
be
our
into
hearts.
it or at least
So it would
interested.
not exist
Nobody's
otherwise.
shitting on
So
it.
we just
It
can't
does
wait
seem
for you
worm
guys to try the
influenced.
game at E3
Both
this week. For those who are not
Ray
at E3,
and Bear,
you'll see online coverage,
both you guys
videos,
should
and
try out
surprises.
XCOM
So
if you haven't.
have a
It's
great
on
conference,
the
have a great
360
E3.
version is
Thank you.
on Game Pass. I highly recommend it. If that's like the kind of thing that seems interesting to you. What a weird thing, but I really like it. I'm surprised it will be available tonight. Ray says, I did say it would be awesome, but I've also said other stuff. You're right, that's true. The kind of rumored leaked slide said this would be either August or September. I hope they announce a date here. It feels weird to have a Mario montage with like this hard rock music. It's weird they don't have their guns out like all the time. Like when they're in the cover, their gun is hidden. I love everything about this. I love that Luigi's got a vacuum. Give me a date. August 29th. Hell yes. That might be the best thing they show. It's XCOM and RTS. Guys, when Bear says anything about an RTS, you can ignore him. He's making a joke. He calls every game he doesn't like an RTS.
Hi, I'm Ashraf Ismail, game director for Assassin's Creed Origins. I've waited a long time to say that. Almost 10 years ago, I, as many of you, fell in love with a game. That game took us to the Third Crusade. And we fell in love again when it took us to the Italian Renaissance. Over the years, this amazing series has taken us to the American Revolution, the French Revolution, Victorian London, and of course, to the Republic of Pirates. For the 10-year anniversary of Assassin's Creed, for our fans, for ourselves, and for all newcomers, we wanted to go back, very far back, to show how it all began. Since Black Flag, over the last 3.5 years, we have poured our energy, our talent, our passion into bringing the land of pyramids, pharaohs, and mummies to life, to bring ancient Egypt to life. Now, Egypt challenged us. It fundamentally challenged us to reinvent what it means to be Assassin's Creed. And over the next few days, you will see, play, and feel this reinvented experience. I am deeply honored and proud to be here.
Vinyl, you and I must
the
play that.
amazing work
XCOM or the Mario plus Rabbids? The Mario plus Rabbids did say the leaked slides said it was supposed to be co-op, though they didn't show that. Maybe they'll show that at Nintendo tomorrow. That's probably what they'll show at Nintendo, is the co-op
here's a
mode.
taste of Egypt.
I don't know. It's not like I have no reason to hate Assassin's Creed. It just has never done much for me. I always the modern day parts of the timeline always totally fuck it up for me. Get to ride on a camel. That seems alright.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As an extra treat, let's check in with home base, where we're going to get a glimpse of what you'll see right after the UB conference.
Hey there, folks. Chris Waters here at the home base with Hanny Duong and Carl Luet, producer on Assassin's Creed Origins at Ubisoft Singapore. Carl's here to give us a look at the gameplay of the game. We're
This is weird.
Entering the open world. We've got a ton more to show you, but Carl, kick it off. Give us a
That
little
they...
taste
Yes, so here we are in the open world of Egypt. This is the demo that we will be showing on the show floor here at E3. Bayek is riding into the Fayum, one of the
Bathroom break
regions
for
in
a
Egypt,
Creed.
the most southernmost region. It's
Love
a
Assassin's Creed. I'm a
area.
history
We see we've
nerd.
come in from the desert,
Modern day
moving
stuff was
toward
my
this
favorite.
Lake
Lost
Morris,
interest and started to phase that
and,
out. I
let's have a
hated
little
the Deadman
exploration
stuff.
around here, using our eagle.
This is weird that they cut away from stage
on the monitor here, but folks, this
to do
looks
this.
really good. It's running on an Xbox One X. We'll be giving you the gameplay feed after the show. We've got 30 minutes
That's
of that coming up.
strange that they're not gonna actually show it much.
Yeah, so Seino
It's a
is
big
looking
game
into
for
this
them.
military camp and tagging a few enemies here. After the show, we will infiltrate this camp and take it out either through stealth or combat or perhaps ranged weaponry.
All right, if you guys want to see more of this, be sure to tune in right after the conference.
I
Chris
don't
and
want to see more of that, but
right
that's still I find that interesting that they're doing that.
That 30 minutes live gameplay feed is coming up after the show, but
And
now it's back to the
Microsoft did
stage
that with
and
Sea of
on with the
Thieves.
excitement.
That's it for now.
EA did that with a couple things.
Thank you. Thank you.
So It's weird. Everybody's doing a
Don't
conference
forget
and
that
then
you
a
can
live
watch
stream
this
after
demo
their
in its
conference.
entirety after the conference, live stream
Huh.
from our home base. And for those of you here at E3, please come to the Ubisoft
The world's changing,
booth,
man.
where you can live this new experience of Assassin's Creed. Thank you very much.
October 27th, so that's a few days before the Xbox One X. But that's going to be optimized for it. Hey, kept that short, which I'm surprised about, and maybe that's not a smart business decision, but I'm glad. I don't want... I'm just not my thing. Oh yeah, the Club 2, or the Crew 2. I forgot about this, but yeah, this is happening. A lot of racing games this year. Forza Motorsport, Need for Speed, now this. Although Need for Speed, I don't even know if it's a real racing game. Because it's a driving game, but it seemed like it's more about completing the story than like races. But that might be a separate deal, who knows. Were there dirt bikes in the first Crew? I don't know. And planes? Now it's... Okay, that's different. I know there weren't planes. Hey, if they put some guns on them, then Torsten will be happy. Need for Speed seems arcadey, not so much a sim. I thought that's the way the Crew was, too. I thought the Crew was arcadey. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know anything about it, really. I didn't play it. Bear didn't think they were going to sequel this. I didn't think so either, but it's happening. They announced it a couple weeks ago, and it shocked the hell out of me. I kind of like the song. It'll almost surely get me a copyright claim, but I still like it. I wonder if the cops on that bridge mean that there are cop chases in the game, or if that was just like, hey, that makes sense for them to be part of the road. And F1 cars, they're throwing a lot of shit in here. And boats? Huh. That's a lot of quantity. I don't know if it'll be quality, but it's a lot of different shit. It's like their approach to Steep. Steep had snowboarding and skiing and, what do you call it, wingsuiting and fucking, I don't know, probably inner tubing, whatever.
2 years back, the Crew took the driving genre out there to the big,
It took the driving genre where?
Of the USA. Thanks to our players, we have taken this iconic vision to the next level. They showed us what they liked and what they wanted to see in the futures. Now, it's time to take it way beyond.
Would love to play the first one, but Forza Horizon and Hot Wheels. Yeah, Forza Horizon is kind of the only driving... And Mario Kart, if you count that. It's the only driving games I really do.
Yeah.
The Crew 2 Hawks. What is Valve working on now? Valve doesn't make games anymore. They just sell games.
In the US.
And Dota. Dota 2. That's what they're working on.
Bigger, edgier than anywhere else in the world. Drivers and fans meet across the country and celebrate a common passion for all things motorized. Now's your chance to join in. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Crew 2, home of Motor Nation.
Home of Motor Nation? Is that what the first word was there? I mean, that was 4 words, but... It's pretty, but, you know, every driving game's pretty. Was that a Wildlands poster they had on the side of that building? That shouldn't be a surprise. I guess Ubisoft does that kind of cross-game little nods all the time.
In the heart of the city, street racers prove their skills, skidding on rooftops, burning asphalt, and tuning their rides.
So Left 4 Dead will never be seen again. You know, with Left 4 Dead 2, they kind of outsourced that to Turtle Rock, who are the guys who later made Evolve. So that's kind of... Valve will never make Left 4 Dead, but they could outsource it to somebody else again, just like they did before.
Through the striking beauty of nature.
Everybody who's watching the archive, not watching live, and can't see the chat is probably wondering why the hell we're talking about Left 4 Dead right now.
Tame, unpredictable waves on the open ocean, rapid waters, or narrow rivers.
That's a lot of stuff. How it'll end up playing, I don't know. Can you race some of this stuff? I mean, you know, the boats would be tough, but some of these things, can you race against each other? Like a boat versus a plane? I don't know.
Fearless pilots rule the skies, spin between buildings, through the clouds, among stunning
That seems
perspectives.
real dangerous. There's some obvious jokes there about planes in New York that I really don't want to make, so I'm just gonna stay silent. They should be a little more careful about that. I always forget to turn my notifications off. Sorry about that.
Thank you. All across the country, high-octane contests await you. Take the lead on modernation. You've had a glimpse of the Crew 2. Register now for beta access or play the demo
Xbox One X.
Experience TC2 for
You don't need to say PS4 and PS4 Pro. We get it. And Xbox One and Xbox One X. We all know what the deal there is.
Superheroes for the same reason.
On one hand, I would really like them to dive deeper into the combat on this game. On the other hand, it's the 33 it's been at now. Maybe just show a trailer and get out.
Someone in our group who pretends to want to switch sides and join Freedom Pact. Somebody who they don't know very well. All that's fair in love and war, freedom pussies.
Freedom pussies.
Animal.
You've got problems, new kid. Whatever you did last night got a lot of people's attention. Bad people. If you need information, just know you can rely on Call Girl.
Who the fuck is that? So I guess now any fucking asshole thinks they can be a superhero.
Call Girl.
you apart. Dude, Mysterion is pissed at you, new kid. Hello, Toolshed. Toolshed is a catchy tier class visionary archetype and a butt-fucking traitor.
Eric, you must listen to me.
Get out of my head, Timmy.
Your franchise is going nowhere. Face the truth, Eric. You guys are kind of douchebags.
He just called us douchebags in my mind. He did? Southpaw, the fractured but home.
Available October 17th.
They should have made a joke about the release date. Say like, available October 17th, we meet at this time, or something like that. The bear asks, what's Turtle Rock doing now? Nobody knows. They got kicked off of Valve, and nobody knows.
There was this sort of synergy of, well,
this thing!
In VR, and we've got this division,
I thought this was dead.
Sort of
They announced Elijah Wood had partnered with Ubisoft like 2 or 3 years ago, and nothing's happened since then. I just assumed it was dead.
Feel like you are in a movie.
That's a really good word for it. We want you to take off the gear and still feel unsettled.
Interesting. It's a VR thing. I mean, they just said that, but also like that was part of the initial partnership.
Whilst working with Ubisoft, we stumbled across some fascinating research that had begun in the late 90s. Essentially, neuroscientists had figured out a way to upload brain data, trauma, emotions, memories, to the digital space. Now, we've gone and taken the next logical step, and with Ubisoft, we've recreated in virtual reality one such test subject. So we'd like you to come and join us and experience.
I like Elijah Wood. He's always seemed like a good guy in like interviews and stuff. And I really like that show, Wilfred.
Experiencing is a recorded consciousness. It's not unlike watching a movie, so no matter how real it may seem, it can't hurt you. You are completely safe. You are completely safe.
Transference. Huh. I thought the Elijah Wood Ubisoft partnership that just stalled out, but I'm glad to see something's happening, even though it's a VR thing, so I'll probably never touch it, but that's cool that Elijah Wood would do something like that. Are they going to talk about it more, or are they moving on to something else?
And now, I'm happy to share a new surprise with you. Building on the legacy of one of our most popular worlds, the super talented teams of Ubisoft Singapore came up with something really, unique. So
studio in Singapore?
And enjoy it.
Said one of the most popular worlds, but he also said a surprise, so it's something not announced but an existing franchise.
Men from all over the world sail the treacherous trade routes of the Indian Ocean. The riches in their holds.
I'm thinking like a spin-off of Assassin's Creed?
While whetting the
What are the things they have in the past?
Pirates.
Do they have a pirate thing? Besides Assassin's Creed? No, I don't think it's Assassin's Creed anymore, because if it was a spin-off, it wouldn't be... They wouldn't show Assassin's Creed Origins and then a spin-off that looked this good. It would be like, if it was going to be something like that, it would be like a 2D game or something small and weird. And I don't know what the hell this is. Do they have like a strategy franchise that I don't know about? What's the chat saying? The chat made it sound like it's that somebody else just kind of leaked information about this, and that it's an original thing. But they said spinning off of one of our most popular worlds. Pirates are coming back, boy, I'll tell you. We got wacky pirates at Sea of Thieves, and we got dramatic pirates in Skull and Bones. Yeah, that's the name the chat said. But I don't know what they mean when they said spinning off of one of our most popular worlds. Hey, but pirates are cool, man. I'm down for pirates.
"120 days. That's how long the average pirate survived a lawless life on the seas during the golden age of piracy. I'm Justin Farron, the creative director for Skull and Bones.
You don't look like you're from Singapore.
Not just survive, but to climb the food chain and surpass the legend of every pirate who ever sailed the high seas.
What was the play like? Is it a strategy game or
naval combat to Assassin's Creed? We at Ubisoft Singapore
have
set out to bring you the ultimate pirate experience. A tactical action game where we take that naval combat to the next level, mastering the ocean and its winds.
Sounds like it's inspired a lot by the Assassin's Creed Black Flag, but not attached in the lore.
Skull and Bones takes place in a shared systemic world where you can sail solo or form a gang of
Well, that's
pirates
cool,
with
because
your
that was
friends.
one of the best parts of
Together,
Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
terrorize the trade routes of the Indian Ocean.
And it's
Season
co-op.
after season, you'll collaborate and compete
And
with
PvP,
other
it sounds
bloodthirsty
like.
players. Even execute ruthless betrayals in order to become the ultimate pirate kingpin. Now I'm proud to share with you the Loot Hunt, one of Skull and Bones' 5 versus 5 team-based PvP modes. Right on, right? We've just received intel.
I like new
Merchant
stuff.
Convoys rich with treasure are sailing just off the coast of Madagascar. But beware.
Pirates of all
there are other
flavors,
pirates
man.
Also looking to plunder the PvP disputed waters of the Indian Ocean.
Except for Sid Meier's. The bear really hates cinematic trailers. But you know what? You know what you do gotta get credit for Ubisoft for? Is usually they follow a cinematic trailer with actual gameplay. They usually don't do a cinematic trailer with no gameplay except for their last thing of the show. Their last thing of the show is usually cinematic trailer.
Victory goes to the team with the most loot at the end of the hunt.
So each player gets a ship. Then are you not... Okay, never mind. I was about to say, are you not controlling one individual character? Are you controlling the whole ship?
Most precious skill.
Well, still, I don't know, actually.
Speed or to position yourself for tactical advantage in battle. To reap the most rewards, it is best to split up. Some going inland, others keeping to the open sea.
Their ships are all different sizes, so does that work like classes?
Each warship has unique
Yeah,
strengths.
it does.
The frigate's hull is reinforced, its arsenal equipped with numerous culverin cannons. The brigantine is devastating up close, with a battering ram designed to break any resistance.
I really hope for some single-player
The
experience.
sloop of war kills from afar,
You know, I mean,
with its crippling long-range
if For
mortars
Honor
and precise long 9 cannons.
and Ghost Recon and The Division is anything to judge by, there is usually in these games. And that's kind of the Ubisoft formula. Either you're like the Assassin's Creed Watch Dogs types, or you're like one of their multiplayer games. Then there usually is some single-player stuff in that game, in those games. Even if they are focused on multiplayer.
Don't let bloodlust cloud your purpose. You're here for the loot, and so are your rivals.
Store the goods, then back to your station.
The team that escapes with the most loot claims victory.
I do always like when somebody makes a multiplayer game that's not just your typical multiplayer shooter or sports game, or just something different. And this is different. That's why I you know, respected For Honor, even if I didn't really want to play it. Which I did play it a little bit, and it was cool.
With its heavily reinforced hull,
Ubisoft does try new things. A lot, actually. They should probably get more credit for that. From me. I'll do best to get them more credit. God, it's hot in here, guys.
Our gang of pirates is now taking aim at the frigate, and it will take team coordination to take her down.
They are killing! We can take their ship!
With the enemy ship's broadside now vulnerable, our frigate rushes in to board her.
Well then, how do you control that?
Taste of blackened silver. Fancy snorting some fish, miss?
If you're controlling the ship, how do you do that boarding thing? Is it just like an automatic thing? You weaken your enemy and then you get close to him and that just kind of happens? I guess it does.
Pirate hunters have been sent in, signaling the end of the hunt. They target the pirates with the most stolen loot.
So are those AI then, the pirate hunters?
Or we are good for the news. They're firing mortars!
Full tilt, Silvo, full tilt!
The pirate hunter defenses are so strong that the only option is escape. The brigantine is sacrificing herself to buy time for the frigate, who carries the most loot. The frigate now needs to make its escape through the reefs.
Captain, that's back for the reefs!
Successful pirates know when to run.
This is interesting. I don't know if I'm going to play this, but it's really... Oh, excuse me. It's really cool they're doing something new like this. Good on you, Ubisoft.
Thank you all very much. I'd like to invite you to play the loot hunt at the Ubisoft
And it's
booth
playable
at
already,
E3.
huh?
And please register for our live phases online. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention. The world of Skull and Bones is one that evolves.
Evolve! Evolve's coming back! Monsters vs. pirate ships! Yes! What the fuck? Is it actual sea monsters? I was just kidding. It is! That's funny. Fall 2018, so we'll see that again next year here. But cool! Do something new. Awesome. Just Dance. I think. I think it's dancing time. I wanna put on my boogie shoes. Jamiroquai? I haven't heard of that name in 15 years. You got 3 Sub-Zeros dancing to Jamiroquai? Alright. What the fuck? What's that name? Huna? Hino? That panda looks fucking filthy. Not like the bear I play games with usually. I don't know who that is. BB Rexa? Alright. Is she popular? Do you... Is this a thing? She's cute. The bear says, "Oh, make it stop." It's like EA in sports. They have to do it. It's an extremely important part of their business. Whatever. Usually only lasts a couple minutes.
I'm BB Rexa,
just relax.
Just Dance 2018 is out this October on all consoles.
On Wii! Wii and PS3, that's still coming too. And Xbox 360. Wow! Is that it? That'd be good if they kept it that short. Good!
You use it as a telephone. You use it as a camera. It's
that's the voice of Trey or Bat, one of them.
Device. But now, finally,
South Park gonna get a mobile game?
Has unlocked the mobile phone's true potential so that it can do what it was truly meant to do.
We are playing Cowboys and Indians. Hey, new kid, we need you to come play with us. Put on some cowboy shit and meet us outside. And bring your phone.
Is that a card game?
There's are technically Native Americans.
Native Americans. Buccaneers. Knights. So is it a card game? Is that I'm seeing things at the bottom of the screen that looks like cards. No one at EA, no one at E3 wants to see Just Dance. It's not for us, man. It's for the buyers.
Phone destroyer.
That's interesting. I'd play a South Park card game. It should be on Switch, but whatever. Yeah, but dude, Best Buy and GameStop and Walmart and Target, they all send buyers to E3 to say go back to their companies and say we need to stock this many number of copies of every game in a store, and that's what that shit's for. It's important for them. You can suck it up for 5 minutes.
Jewel of the Pleiades.
Yeah, I'll play a South Park card game on my phone. What is this now?
Nova took us to the stars. Each new world more incredible.
I feel like this might have been that strategy game they showed last year that I can't remember the name of.
What was waiting for us.
Maybe not.
Everything in its path. They've never used Starlink before. Go show them what it can do.
What the fuck is that? The fuck was that?
Come on.
I got it.
Chase, how's it going?
Breaking out.
So we got a Switch game with, was that, can you classify that as Toys to Life?
Let's even the odds.
What? What? Oh, but no, but that was also a PlayStation controller, so it's not Switch exclusive.
Judge, we need to buy time for me to jumpstart the engine.
They are resisting ice barrage. Linking fire loadout.
What is this?
We're up against impossible odds, but together we will adapt and overcome.
Starlink Battle for Atlas. But how does that work? So it attaches to your controller. How does your controller know what is on there? That's weird. And even so, that kind of defeats the purpose of the portability of the Switch, because you don't want to fucking bring those around with you.
At Ubisoft Toronto. Like many of you, I grew up in the 80s, obsessed with sci-fi, animation, comics, and of course, all the really cool toys. At Ubisoft Toronto, we built a team with a dream of bringing those amazing childhood memories back to life for a new generation. Starlink Battle for Atlas allows you to take control of a team of star pilots in a massive, open, living star system.
Team of star pilots.
Fighting to save Atlas.
You're controlling more
from
than
the
one ship at
Forgotten
a time.
Legion. Build your custom starship, and then adapt to new challenges.
Up
on the
next,
fly.
new announcement.
Link
They're
extra
bringing a lot of
armor
new
and
stuff.
weapons to take on a huge Legion
Skull and
prime.
Bone, the South Park
Search
phone
for
game,
ancient-
this, and then
ancient
seems like
secrets
something else is next
lost
too.
on
It's
the
new.
worlds of Atlas, or outrun outlaws through an asteroid field.
Ubisoft's
Freedom
doing good
is
so
at the
far.
core of Starlink Battle for Atlas. Collect your way with both physical Starship collectibles and digital versions available, and even take your game on the go using the power of Nintendo
Okay.
Switch.
I like that he just said digital versions available. That means, that says to me I don't have to buy the toys.
Visit StarlinkGame.com
Unless
for
I'm
more
misunderstanding
information,
them.
And stay tuned for
Seems
many
like
more
the toys aren't
surprises over the coming
necessarily
months.
a requirement. I think. Okay. Yeah, if you have to buy a bunch of toys, then no. But, yeah, if the toys aren't a requirement, then that could be something I'm into, especially on the Switch.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Kutaz. I'm the studio director at Ubisoft Annecy.
This game's already out, but a Switch version's coming.
After our announcement at E3 last year. And we have had since then a full year of
Reaction to
support
this
and
game, as far as reviews and everything, were okay. It seemed
Since the very
solid.
beginning of this project, we have been working with athletes, and we have always been impressed by their passion and dedication. We learned how one
I wish it
champion
was like more like
300 days a
SSX,
year on
just
a
fucking
trampoline
crazy and off
to
the
practice
wall.
for that perfect landing. We learned how others make more than 6 million turns to practice for the 15 they have to race in competition.
You guys have no
These
idea how
athletes,
hot it's getting in my
they travel
apartment right
through the
now.
world to train with the best, to compete with the strongest, and to challenge themselves with the most experienced and skilled coaches. It's truly a level of passion and dedication that goes well beyond our everyday lives. And when you talk to the very best of these men and women, you realize that there is something they always have in back of their minds at all times. It's a dream that takes years of
Sean, I
preparation,
have
just
every.
one go
He said,
at that
I hate
unforgettable
physical clutter
moment.
for DLC. I do too, but I also have every
steep
Smash Brothers amiibo, so
This is the journey you will take.
I bought into it.
Enjoy.
Torsten says, I don't miss Aisha at all. Yeah, I guess I really don't either. I think she's been alright. I think they've been alright without her, even though I do like her, but it's kept things moving without her jokes, which sounds so mean. Sorry.
always knew that you'd be the one to work while they all play.
So this is probably... Did she say this is about the Switch version, or are they like getting the DLC? Because this looks prettier than I would expect it to on Switch. I don't think this Olympic stuff was in the base game. Unless maybe I'm wrong. So maybe this is DLC. She probably just said it and I wasn't paying attention. Oh, okay. Wow, they're advertising that early if it's not available till December. But I guess, you know, the Olympic license is a huge deal for them. Give us a release date on the Switch version. No, I guess not. Alright, the bottom ticker said this is a new announcement, right? Or wait, was that? This is Far Cry. I think actually it said new announcement during the Star thing, so maybe the Olympic Steep was the new announcement. Black hole sun, won't you come? Buckle up, we're gonna kill some Republicans! All my concerns, by the way, that we talked about and that gamers got to whine about this, I feel like they've been alleviated. I really have no more worries about this game at all.
County, Montana. Vast, beautiful, rugged. A place where people don't even lock their front door.
I'm starting to fucking sweat, though.
But that's how it used to be. Today, Hope County's been overrun by a fanatical cult. You find yourself trapped deep in cult territory, cut off from the rest of the world. They've closed the roads. There's no cell phone signal, no 911. People are fucking scared. I had to say it. And just up ahead, the small town of Falls End has been completely overrun. If you're gonna survive, you and your guns for hire are gonna need to save it. But to do that, well, you're gonna need to raise some hell.
That's funny. I like that guy. Oh, I'm sweating now. Sounds like you have a lot of control over that dog, and it's pretty cool.
Town looks like a war zone.
Oh. Oh.
Where do you want me? Water tower. Got it.
That's cool. As I mentioned in the pre-show, I've never actually played a Far Cry, so I don't know if that's like a standard thing that always happens, but that's neat that you can kind of control your partner there. And I know you can play this game co-op.
I'm in position.
For then will you walk in the light of our Father and be delivered.
Boom, boom, motherfuckers.
Boom, 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 boom. Bang, 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 bang.
That's a cool choice of a song for this.
Bang, 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 bang.
Gonna need more help.
I love the way you walk, and I love the way you talk.
This trailer took a direction I didn't expect. It's more fun than I expected. I thought it was gonna be very dark.
You knocks me out. Out off my feet.
Looks like you could use some help.
Boom, 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 boom.
All right, this seems awesome. How many players co-op? I thought it was just 2, but I could be wrong. That was real cool. Ray says no air conditioning. I have air conditioning, but I turn it off during my streams because it makes a little noise, and it's not even too bad. I could probably run it and be fine, but I just do it to be nice. Far Cry has a lot of crazy character. It's funny, mixed with pretty heavy stuff too. Yeah, I know the other ones have always had comedy in them. This one is such a serious subject matter, and since they're just now trying to sell it, I didn't think they would go funny already. But that was neat. I really liked that trailer a lot. What are we looking at here? This is Beyond Good and Evil. I'll be damned.
I don't deal with domesticated.
Hey, the fuck? I ain't got no
I think.
but I do have
That looks like the pig guy.
toy.
Yeah. I'll be goddamned.
Show me the Redeemer.
Wow.
Here you go, mate. Yo, hand it over. I got a hot date. We don't do late.
Monkey's got a date.
Mwah.
What? What?
What? That's Swiss fucking chocolate, pig.
I mean, it is, right? Like, cause that had like a pig person. But that I know that starred a girl.
In this fucking city. After that fucking.
But I didn't think they cursed in that game. Maybe I'm wrong.
Grab my chassis, Noxie.
I'm starting to think I'm wrong.
Easy peasy, bro.
I definitely remember the box of Beyond Good and Evil having like a pig person on there. But there's a Wilhelm. I don't know now. Because besides the pig person on the box, I remember the girl, and I've not seen the girl yet. Obviously, if you can't tell, I never actually played the game. And I didn't think the game was that they would be saying fucking at all time. I thought it was like kind of a family game.
It's about bloody time. Let's see what we've got. just as Yama described it. True freedom lies beyond.
Ray says it did. Alright, so yeah, I guess it is. I thought it was like kind of a family game. Maybe I should actually play this instead. Yep. I wonder what it's coming out for, because the rumors were that it was going to be like Nintendo had gotten involved and it was going to be Switch exclusive. We'll see if that's actually true or not.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Lots of emotional game developers on the Ubisoft show, but that's cool. I like that.
First of all,
the EA guy was emotional a couple days ago too, from the Way Behind or Way Out.
To all the teams who worked very, very, very hard on creating all this world. Again, thank you to all these teams behind us. I want also to say thank you to Eve, with all my heart.
I can't believe this is finally happening. How long has it been?
Thanks, Eve, for making this happen. This is just amazing. And also, a special thanks to the fans of Beyond Good and Evil for sticking with us for so long.
Has it been a decade, or not quite?
It's about bloody time.
15?
Almost.
Holy shit.
So welcome to System 3. Our story takes place before the birth of Jade. In a multi-ethnic,
I guess Jade is the girl in the box
society
that I was thinking
in a
of.
distant
And that's why I didn't see
solar
her.
system. It is a time when corporations create hybrids in their labs.
The first game was an Xbox Games with Gold a couple months ago, so I have it. Probably play it. But there's a million games I should play. I don't know.
Unforgettable characters. We fight in the name of freedom and the right to determine our own fate among the stars. And we will helm massive star-faring vessels through territories as spectacular as they are dangerous.
Good conference, Ubisoft.
Very hard.
Real good conference.
Just on the technology during 3 years. And today, we have a seamless online playground. Where we can travel across space at the
There wasn't
speed of
multiplayer
light.
in the first one, was there?
We can explore mysterious cities and discover unknown lands by ourselves or with
Not
friends.
since the announcement, but since the first game. Yeah, that's what I meant, Sean,
We
is
want you
how long
to
had it been since
participate
the
in
first
making
game.
of this great adventure. Join our Space Monkey program.
Ray has goosebumps.
Today, and help us make
I think a lot of
Beyond Good and
people
Evil a world that will challenge us.
The
and bring
people
us
who like this
together
game
for fun and
really
adventure,
like this game.
thrills and fun. And please, Eve, just join us. This is. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations, you guys. You know, Gabrielle and Michelle, you've done a fantastic job. It's amazing what you have been able to achieve, and you and I, and all the teams, have the power of creating games that will amaze.
Oh, so is this
all
the last thing?
gamers.
Are they winding
and I
down?
think video games can help us to grow and
Yeah, it
to
looks
get
like they're
better.
winding down. This is
So
the end.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, they did this. They like to, at the end of every show, they like to bring out everybody. They've always they did that last year too.
Everyone here in the room and those who are watching us from home, thank you for listening today and thank you for playing our games. So to all the teams at Ubisoft, thank you for your incredible imagination and enthusiasm. All of us here, we wish you all a lot of fun playing games this year. So thank you very much and have a great E3.
That was a really, really, really strong conference from Ubisoft. Really strong.
most importantly, it's not over. The show is not over, folks. We're gonna send you back to
I'll
the
hang around
hallways
for a
behind the
minute.
theater. We have 30 minutes.
Oh, if
of
they're
an
gonna go
exclusive- what is it? I lost it. Assassin's Creed Origins.
right into Assassin's Creed.
Gameplay, 30 minutes right now. Let's go back.
I don't
to the base
necessarily.
outside the theater. Thank you for watching.
I know Ray
Have
is a
great
big
week.
Assassin's Creed fan. I'm not, so
Hey there, folks.
I'll probably
What
bounce
a
out.
show and what an
Not
ending.
end of the stream. We'll talk for a minute more, but I'll.
Fantastic. It was jam-packed with great games, and we've got more great games to show you right now. Specifically, Assassin's Creed Origins.
All right, yeah, that was. Oh, God, it's getting hot in here. That was a really strong Ubisoft conference. A really strong one. Let me think. They started with Mario and Rabbids, which I feel totally vindicated on. I've been telling people it was going to play like XCOM and it was going to be awesome, and both those things were true. That fucking... Boy, that game looked rad. I'm really excited about that. Weird thing, though. So bizarre. Then, was this the South Park trailer after that? Oh, no, then it was Assassin's Creed for a minute. Looks fine. They're showing more of that now, so maybe now they'll show you something that'll blow your mind. I kind of doubt it. I think if they had something way up their sleeves, they would have showed it right then and there. Skull and Bones was the first new thing. Real cool. I'm glad they do new shit. Ubisoft takes risks. Got to give them that. And I like multiplayer games that are not in just kind of your standard genres that you would expect, like shooters and racers. The Crew 2, I don't know what to make of that. A lot of different quantity of vehicles in there. Whether that's going to play well or not, who the hell knows. South Park trailer, great. We already know that. What else was there? The spaceship game, Starlink, I think it was called. If I understand that guy right, and you don't need to buy the toys, then that could be really super fun on the Switch. But I don't know. I kind of feel like maybe I'm getting that wrong. Maybe I would feel weird if you don't actually have to buy the toys. But that's what I want. But it would be weird. The expansion for Steep, cool. The Olympic stuff. I feel like there was another new game in there that I was missing. A new announcement. Between Starlink, Skull and Bones. Then did they go right to Far Cry then? Far Cry was great. Far Cry was more fun than I expected it to be. I was already thinking about buying that game, and I think they completely sold me now. That was fantastic presentation. And Beyond Good and Evil 2, boy, people will flip their shit about that. No Splinter Cell. That's a bummer. No release dates on those Switch games like Rayman and Steep. We did get release dates for Rabbids. We got a release date. Obviously, we had a release date for Assassin's Creed. Does Far Cry? Or Far Cry is like spring, so not a real date yet. Did they give a year for Beyond Good and Evil? I know it's not this year because they talked about like how they want the fans still involved in the making of it, so I imagine it's at least 2018, maybe 2019. Skull and Bones was fall 2018, so we'll see that at E3 again next year. There has to be something obvious I'm missing, right? I guess not, but really great show overall. Stand up for me, since I'm so kind of obsessed with the Switch right now, is Mario and Rabbids. That was awesome. South Park will probably end up being the best game. The last South Park game was great. Although they changed developers, so maybe not. Oh, the South Park mobile game. Maybe that was the other new thing I was thinking of. South Park, South Park card game, that could be a lot of fun. That could be totally fun, actually, if they like kind of rip off Hearthstone but just make it South Park skinned. Hell yeah. I'd like to see it on Switch, but hey. I think that's everything. Yeah, I think that's everything. Really good show. Really good from Ubisoft. All the kind of third parties so far, EA had a real strong show for big improvement over last year. Ubisoft's a big improvement over last year. Bethesda, I think, was pretty much a one-game show. At least, you know, if you're into Evil Within, that's maybe a 2-game. But I thought Wolfenstein was the standout there. So they didn't do great, but yeah, I really enjoyed that. Now I told you guys I came in a bad mood today, and I'm tired and it's hot in here, but I still enjoyed that. Let me look at when PlayStation starts again. They start at 8. We're gonna start our stream at about 7:30, so 3 hours from now, roughly. Maybe I can take a nap. I think that's everything. Let me take a quick look at the chat again and see if there's anything you guys are talking about that I forgot. Seems like no. Wasn't there some... No, I guess it's just thinking of Starlink. I swear to God, there's something obvious I'm forgetting, but oh well, if there is, we'll talk about it before the Sony show. I really liked kind of almost everything I saw there, really, or at least I could see it going well. You know, okay, that's not true. The crew is not for me, but even that, I didn't say that looks like shit. Just, you know, it's the crew and Steep, the expansion. Yeah, fine, whatever. Not offensively bad, but good show. Mario plus Rabbids ruled. That's what's most important. I was right. And I imagine we'll see even more of that tomorrow at Nintendo. So, alright, we'll be back here in 3 hours for Sony's thing. And I can't wait to see Spider-Man gameplay. I can't wait to see more from God of War. Those were the two standouts to me last year. And I'm really eager to see both those. I wonder if Sucker Punch's thing will be revealed. Don't know. It's about time for them. Although I thought it was time for Splinter Cell. So what do I know? Alright, see you in a few hours, folks.